What was working so well for you on today's course?
I think for me it was the putter. The putter was on the whole day. Starting from the very first hole, I made a nice 6-7 footer for par, which was huge just to keep the momentum going early. Because anytime you make a bogey early on, that's just a killer to get momentum. Incredible 2-putt on 2. I was all the way across the green. I had to putt probably like a 70-footer. Made a nice 2-putt there for birdie, and that just got me off to a good start. I eased into it ball striking wise, a little bit slow to start with there, but then really started hitting some good tee shots, especially on 6, couple good swings on 6, and then 7, my hole in 1. It was unbelievable. Made a great swing with a pitching wedge, landed probably 15 feet short right, and a little bit of a draw, and it rolled right in. So that was nice.
You were just mentioning how it was a very emotional moment for you. How were you able to dial that in and make sure you were able to finish that solid round after that hole in 1?
Sure, and anytime you get a hole in 1, it's my first hole in 1 in a competitive round, my 4th overall. Anytime that happens, the excitement is at an all-time high. So, but you have to find a way to calm yourself down, get back into the competitive round, because if you let yourself get too excited, it will affect the rest of the round. And I did a nice job with that. Made a nice 4 on 8, and then made a nice birdie on 9. So that was huge for me mentally to stay in it, especially after that, because it's easy to let the game slide after making a big hole in 1 like that.
Now, is this your home course?
It is. This is my home course. I feel very comfortable here. Play this course all the time, so I can't even tell you how many rounds I've played out here. But yeah, very comfortable here, especially on the greens, and I feel like that's a key out here, is being comfortable on the greens, just because they're so difficult.
Now, after a day like this, how do you continue this momentum and make sure that you find a way to finish over the last 36 holes?
I think my key is honing in my wedge play. My wedge play was a little bit off today, distance control wise. I think going to the range this evening, if not early tomorrow, and getting in a groove there, I think that will settle me down a little bit on my approach shots, because if the putter can stay the way where it's at, I'll be in good shape. I just need to hone in, I think, the approach shots a little bit.
Obviously, someone could go low this afternoon, so not necessarily you'll be in the lead tomorrow, but just mentally knowing you're in contention, how are you gonna handle that?
I think, there are a lot of great players out here. We have the whole afternoon still to play, so very well could not be in the lead at this point. And, I think it's so early on in this tournament. We have 36 more holes to go. It doesn't really matter where everyone sets right now. It's about playing the long game. I think for me, it's just sticking with my strategy, making sure I stay with my game. I don't make any critical mental errors along the way, and I just play the course like it's any other day out here. I think if I stick to that game plan, hit the ball in the right spots, I'll be in a good spot.
When was the last time you shot 66 in a competitive round?
It's been a long time. I mean, we're going back to probably junior golf, age 10, 11. It's been a long time, but it feels so nice to do it competitively. I've done it a few times recently, outside of competition within the last couple of years, but not in a competitive round. So it's my lowest competitive round in years.
Did your game feel good coming into today? Did you have any idea that you might go low?
Not necessarily. I don't get to practice as much anymore. I went to Hillsdale for 5 years, finished up there, and now I'm in law school down at IU McKinney in Indianapolis. And I've been in an internship as a summer associate this summer at a law firm, and I haven't been able to practice as much. So for me, it's just, that's freed me up, because golf doesn't mean as much as it used to me. So I can just go out there and enjoy myself and try to just play off of feel. I'm not as technical as I used to be. I'm much more feel oriented. I don't really look at numbers, so I'm just out on the range, seeing what feels right and just kind of sticking with that. And some days you get it going like today, where all the feels are feeling right. I felt very comfortable over the ball today, and especially on the greens. And day to day that can change though for me. So I just try to ride it out as long as I can.